Hey there, Sean Terry here, flip2freedom.com, and I am here with Brandon the Man. What's up, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, Sean?
Okay, good. So here's the deal. You're on this page right now, and you're going, should I consider hiring a coach? Someone that can basically hold my hand through the entire process of getting your first check or scaling your business. And that's a big question because you're like, do I really want to, invest in a coach? Do I really want to do that? Is it going to be something of value that can really make a difference? So I thought I'd bring on Brandon here because he is probably the best person I know in the industry. He's worked with me for the past 3 years, ran my entire company, signed all the docs, done over $4 million in commissions, $4 million in revenue just brought into the company, over 350 deals. So he knows this business inside and out. He's not someone who is reading out of a manual trying to figure out how to do real estate. But I'm going to pose a question here in a second, and I want to see if you can answer it, okay? And this is going to be a real good indicator if yes, I need a coach, or no, I don't need a coach. So we're going to talk about a deal real quick. So first off, Brandon, we are moving him to the coaching side. So you are going to have the opportunity to work directly with Brandon, knows the business inside and out, worked with me for years, and he has a passion for coaching, which is exciting. And I'm real excited for him. But so here's the question we're going to pose, right? So you're marketing for leads. That means you're spending money, or you want to spend money, or you're thinking about spending money to generate leads that come into your business, right? That's the first thing. You're spending money to generate leads. Now you're going to answer the phone. You're going to talk to these sellers. You have to know what to say, have to know what to listen for. And then you're potentially going to book appointments to go on meetings with the seller, or if you're doing it virtually, you're going to have to talk to people on the phone. So now you're taking your time and your energy, and you're taking money that you're spending to generate these leads coming in. And now a lead comes across your desk. Right? Now we got this lead right here. It comes in. I want to see what you would do with it. Okay, it's on Devon. It's on West Devon, 1747 West Devon, Mesa. Right? In Mesa, Arizona. Mm-hmm. So the lead comes across your desk. Seller's wanting to sell, but the seller owes $169,000. So write this down. $169,000. This is a challenge, right? $169,000. The payments are about $960 a month. And it's worth about $190, $195, right? So there's about maybe what?
That's fixed up.
That's all fixed up.
Yeah.
So what do you think it's worth, like as is value?
Probably $175, $180.
So $175, $180. So there's literally maybe $5,000, maybe $10,000 of real equity in the property, right? So ARV, it's worth $195, all fixed up, but it's not fixed up. And right now, as is value, it's worth like $175, maybe $180, and they owe $169. The lead comes across your desk. They want to sell. What do you do with that deal? Now, let's let him think.
Okay.
Let's let him think.
I was going to raise my hand.
I know. You're like, me, pick me.
I know.
No, okay. So I want you to think. What would you do with that deal? Are you going to refer it to a realtor? Are you going to pass on it? Or are you going to, what can you do? See, remember, you're spending your money for leads, right? Or you're trying to get free leads, or you're spending the most valuable commodity we have in this world is time. So you're spending time and money, and you generate this lead. It comes across your desk. And I'm going to tell you right now, currently in this market, this is the majority of the leads you get in. They want retail. Yeah. They want a higher price. They want a better number. They've got other investors coming in, right? And you're having to compete, and you're having to try to figure out solutions for all those different situations. So when this leads comes in, I'm waiting. What do you do? Shoot me an email. What do you do, right? Well, if you don't know, if you're puzzled right now, if you're going, I don't know what I do, then the bottom line is you're wasting your time and you're wasting money. And that is the value of a coach. And I'm going to show you what he would do and what he did. We've already done this deal. So this lead comes in. Tell us what happened with this deal, Brandon.
Okay, so it was a couple that was trying to move out of their house, mm-hmm. and they were moving to Tempe from Mesa. They already had a place and everything. They were just falling behind on payments. They were up to date on their payment, but they were just struggling to make their payment every month.
Yep.
And they were stressed out to the max financially. They just wanted out of the loan. They're like, just take over my payments or figure out a way to do this. So what we did is we went ahead and did an agreement for sale, an exact wrap over the existing loan. And so this is something that we do all the time, especially on properties that have very little equity on them.
Yep.
And we do these probably 2 to 3 every single month.
Yeah, more, yeah.
Yeah. And so on this particular property, I knew it was a good area. I knew it was a good rental property. So I decided to wrap that existing loan. And then we did an assignment. Now get this. Instead of throwing the lead away or throwing it in the garbage or just giving it a little referral for a realtor and getting nothing paid on it, we made $8,000 on that deal.
Yeah. So literally, there's maybe 5 to 10,000 in equity. We made 8,000. But let me ask a question though.
Yeah.
Right? There's certain loans you can't do wraps on, right?
You're correct. Yep. There are certain loans. And if you had a coach, you know what loans that would be.
Yeah. And there's loans you definitely cannot, by law, do wraps on. And there's loans that you have no problem doing wraps on whatsoever, right? So there's certain loans you can do it. Now, you got a seller that's sitting there. You're across the desk from them. How do you pitch this deal?
Well, it's pretty simple. So on this, I really needed to find out just exactly what they wanted. Gave them exactly what they wanted. Guess how much out-of-pocket money it was for us?
So how much? Yeah, I mean, how much did they get out of the pocket there?
We didn't have to give them anything. We just had to take over the payments.
So you bought this house for $0,
Right?
And then we flipped it on a house with no equity and made $8,000.
Made $8,000, and now we did an assignment to another investor that put this in his rental portfolio. They're making the payments on time every single month. The sellers are happy because now they were able to move to Tempe. They have a charity that feeds the homeless.
Yeah.
That's what their passion is. So we got them everything they needed to do and move forward with their charity and then move to their next house. They got out of that payment. And then our investor is happy because now he has a rental property that's cash flowing.
Yeah. So what was the rent? So the mortgage payment PITI was $960. What was
the rent's about $1,250, $1,300.
Yeah. So $1,250, $30. So they make a couple $100 a month cash flow. They get the depreciation to depreciate off their taxes, right? Now they own a property. They can come into a property and own real estate for only $8,000 down. So it's a smoking deal for the buyer to come in. And what was the term that you wrapped it for?
So what we did is we did a 3-year balloon. So the investor will have to refinance or pay out that existing mortgage within a 3-year term.
Okay.
So for the next 3 years, he has a rental property.
He has a rental property, and guess what? The market is on an incline right now, so he can sell it. So it's probably going to worth between $210, $215, right, and sell it, and then turn around and make a profit on this particular deal, which is phenomenal. So the bottom line in this whole entire thing, and he knows this inside and out, and this is just one deal. I'm talking. I mean, we got what is it? 18plex.
Right.
Yeah.
We just did a 10plex too.
We just did a 10plex and 18. Now, what if an 18plex in this deal? This is over how many? We've got probably 50. There's about over $100,000+ spread in this deal. $100,000 spread. So this lead comes. It's an 18-unit apartment complex. You got to know what the rent rolls are. You got to know what the trailing 12s are. You got to know what to ask the seller. You got to know how to structure the deal. You know how to get it under contract. The due diligence time frame.
It could be a little overwhelming.
Oh, it could be a little overwhelming. So what if you had the opportunity, when a lead comes like this, to be able to schedule an appointment, pick up the phone, talk to Brandon, have a conversation about it, and be able to make the right offer on the right deal, to have it structured in a way and know how to pitch the deal to the seller and help walk you through the process. So guess what? You're not wasting time and you're not wasting money. Right? You're being able to maximize your opportunity instead of trying to figure it out. Now, it took us it took me 15 years to figure this out. So you get 15 years of experience for me. We did our first deal. He was one of the first people that ever signed up in the Flip to Freedom Academy. We actually did our first deal. You want to talk about a deal?
That was fun.
Everyone
remembers your first deal.
Yeah, I remember your first deal.
That's 2010.
That was 2010. That was over 8 years ago we did our first deal. Which is amazing. So he's been in this game. He knows it inside now. And he is a truly genuine person and really loves to help people, which is important. And so the bottom line is you have a choice, right? You can try to figure it out yourself. You can waste time and money. Or you can have someone like Brandon help you through the process, step by step by step. And really, when leads come in like this, now you can optimize them. All you got to do is fill out the form below, give us your information, and what we'll do is we look at every single one that comes through, and then we can kind of see, is this the right fit for you? To make sure it's the right fit for you. Maybe it's not. Well, we've turned a lot of people down. Maybe it is. He only has a certain amount of people he can work with, right? He can't work with 100 people, can't work with 200 people. He only can work with like a handful of people at a time because he's got his real estate business, got other stuff, he's doing stuff. So this is a really killer opportunity for you right now. If you're watching this and the form is still below, if it's currently still below, and then you're at the right time, at the right place, and you are watching this right now for the perfect reason. So I would highly suggest you fill out the form below. Brandon will get it. We'll discuss. We'll talk about it. He'll have a conversation with you and see if it's the right fit. If it's not, it's not. But if it is, this could be an answer to a prayer, a blessing that you've been looking for. Wouldn't you agree?
I totally agree.
So,
I just want to chime in one thing, Sean, is I remember the first time I talked to you on the phone. Mm-hmm. And I remember getting off the phone and I hung up the phone. I turned to my wife. I go, our life is going to change. And this is what I want to do for everyone else that is passionate about real estate is I want your life to change. My life has changed. My income has skyrocketed. I want to help you as well.
So that's killer. Well, we're done now. And I appreciate you taking the time watch this video with us. So just fill out the information below, and Brandon and I will sit down and see if you're a good fit. So take care. Have a great day. Good night, and God bless.